Hey everyone, welcome to today's video. I hope you are good. We're going to talk today about margin trading. Let's get into it. So welcome. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, press the bell button, all kinds of good stuff, like, comment, all kinds of cool stuff. Now, margin trading, I get asked a lot, what is the difference between them? I also get told that Binance is confusing, so I'm going to talk about Binance as well during this video. But I'm going to give you a recommendation that makes things a little bit simple for you if you are struggling or you do not understand what is happening with margin versus spot trading. So what is margin trading? It allows you to borrow from the exchange or people on the exchange to leverage. So 2x, 5x, 10x in some cases. Majority of Binance is 5x. We're going to talk about OKX as an exchange because I think it's really good. Go to the comment section. There's a bit of a spiel in there that will go over the competition that there is with the exchange, which is pretty awesome. $500 tether, what you're going to describe it as these days, funny money, giveaway by them. Also, if you trade up to $50 on the exchange using the link, you can get some free crypto. All the information is there. So they are giving you some freebies for watching this video, just to show you that their margin trading is actually pretty damn decent. So I'm not going to do any trades on this. I'm just going to show you how the system works, compare it to Binance, just so you understand it and understand how it works. I don't want to get people confused. I don't want people going, oh, I'm going to get rich and stuff. Don't be silly. This is obviously risky, but this is the next step. If you're serious about trading and you're feeling that you're getting quite good with spot trading, obviously other videos, learn all kinds of good stuff, and you want to start using a little bit of leverage on your trades to see how you can do and how you can manage and mitigate that risk, it's a great starting point to get involved in it. So obviously this article here is on the Academy Beginners Tutorial. There's all kinds of stuff here. It tells you exactly how it all works. Really, really straightforward, but I'm going to show you in this video to make it easy. So I want to show you Binance first. So obviously on Binance you go to trade, and it's all in every single one. The problem with Binance is it's all interlinked. Now I'm finding Binance really slow and sluggish. I don't know if you're thinking the same, but let's just give it a go. Let's see if it's responsive or not, because I find it when I open it up, it is quite slow and sluggish. Now this is not to do with my internet, not to do with my browser or anything. Usually I'm pretty damn fast, but I found over the last 2 to 3 months, since I've been cramming all the futures and all the margin stuff and all the different kind of academy stuff, Binance has been pretty slow and sluggish and also very laggy. My personal rant, personally giving it out there to you all. So this is it. It's getting there now. Are we there? We are still. There we go. We're there. So the big thing that I find with this, I find it really disturbing, because you could be on the same screen as this. This is, I've just, without you even probably noticing, I've just gone to the exchange, the spot trading. You've still got all the margin stuff up here, but unless you change that, it's really confusing and conflicting. So just make sure you understand that. And if you have a new account, you've got to kind of say, yes, I agree to this. Whereas on the OKX exchange, you've got to do a full freaking quiz of like 10 questions. It's really, really good. It's really, really helpful. And this is the kind of the system. And I think it's a really sluggish system on Binance. I think it's really slow. Like the lag, it's terrible. That's my opinion. Anyways, moving on to the OKX exchange though. The first thing you need to do, go to your assets and go to transfer, right? First thing, put money in, transfer, all kinds of good stuff. It's really straightforward. I'm not going to go through this process. I've kind of put a little bit in here already, a little bit of tether, just to play around with, just to have a bit of fun with. But I've got some other funds in here just to show you how it all works as an exchange. Now, all you need to do is go to margin trading. Simple. This is a great thing about this. It does not conflict spot trading and futures. It's just margin trading in one tab. As you can see, it's a lot more responsive. It's a lot faster. It works a lot easier. Obviously, if you go to full screen, you can see different stuff. You can go to the chat, you can see the screen. On this screen here, I have a trading view, so I kind of do the mixture of two. I just put the orders in this way. So when you do the transfer, the one thing you got to do, you got to think, what asset am I going to use? So if you want to do Litecoin, cool. If you want to do, you know, just crack on. Really, really simple. When you do an order, it's all here. Really is straightforward. It's really, really simple. You can't really go wrong with this in reality. And I'm going to go over a little bit of a method you could probably try just to get used to it. And it's got all kinds of different cryptocurrencies on here. If you like trading certain cryptocurrencies, or if you're a big believer in a certain coin and you want to accumulate more, this is probably the greatest route to go down in terms of just, obviously if you're good and you know what you're doing and stuff like that, just to kind of highlight the point of that. So One thing as well with this, you can go full screen if you so wish to. Personally, doesn't really matter, it depends on your chart, but say if you don't have a trading view chart, for example, go to full screen and you get the full chart and analysis all on here, as well as the order books and some basic stuff. This is their default one. You can also go to trading view if you so wish to. And again, as I say, it's very straightforward. Put limit order in, margin order, your amounts, and then obviously what you're selling at, and also you got your stop losses. It is very, very straightforward. If you want to stay on this one, you can also move over to this version here, and obviously you can see my available balances right there. And if I wanted to press the sell button here, and let me just try it out. I don't know if it'll work. I've not actually done a short yet, so bear with me. It may not work. I think I'm not going. I don't think I've got enough in. Yeah, I don't have enough. Whatever. It's in the wrong one. But it is really easy. Once you transfer it all over, it is really easy to do so if you wanted to go for it. So yeah, personally, I prefer this screen. I think it's a lot neater and tidier. I don't like using the full Monty. That's just my opinion. But one thing that I will say, it's really easy to like mix around and go into the margin of the different elements as well. Obviously, BTC. So if you put in BTC here, you get all the BTC. You know, you've obviously got other elements as well that you can look at. I'll remove that. You can obviously play around with each one. And it really is straightforward in terms of how it all works. So have a good play around with it, have a little look. But one thing I will say, and I want to show you a very, very simple kind of method you can kind of use for margin trading, just to give you an insight of like if you wanted to day trade, if you want to catch opportunities. And I think that this is a really, really simple method that does help if you are looking to get some quick scalps in. Now, I'm not really a scalper, but I know a lot of people that use this very, very simple trick to get some great moves in. So let me just move over the chart. So on the screen, very, very simple. Two moving averages, two Fibonacci moving averages of 55 and the 89. Now, why is this important? Now, you can get some real good moves based off a simple crossover on these longer term moving averages on a shorter time frame. So let's look at it just to give you an insight if you are trading on the daily time frame. This is a great little way of getting some good accumulated profits, not so much over the day, but some really long term moves. As you can see here, this crossover here, obviously if you put more market structure on, I'm just giving you a very, very simple method just to kind of catch the trend on the short time frame. Now you can use the shorter time frames or even lower. You can go to the, very, very simply onto the 5-minute time frame and use this. Because it is using base of a longer term trend, it's giving you momentum and catching those moves that go up and down with the market. Now they are very, very close and tight, but they do work very, very well to give you that market momentum indication. Now, in terms of how it kind of does work, it kind of gives you a really solid indication if things are going sideways because the moving averages go very, very close and contract. But when it's at parting, it's a direction change. When the blue line goes above the yellow, for example, in this case, the 55 goes above the 89, it would indicate an uptrend. That is your buy signal. If you then go below that, let's look for an example below into a downtrend over the last few days. There we go. So for example, on here, you see it where it crosses down below. Obviously, it dumps massively. This is your indication to sell. Now, that is kind of how it works. But when they are together, you wait for a contraction move with a candle, so it kind of jolts away from it quite aggressively to get involved into any asset. And obviously, the further that these go away, the more likely it's going to go up, and it will act as an elastic band. It will cross right back. And it's a very, very simple method for day traders. But for margin traders, this is the sort of thing that you want to try and do. You want to try and get the moves that give you money. Simple as that. So the moves that give you money, and this is a good way of locating that, on a shorter time frame, how it can work. If you want to use it on the hourly, you can. It's kind of okay on the hourly. It's not the greatest in the world, but it gives you an indication that what way is the trend going. Simple as that. And if you're looking above here and you're looking to try and get some good profits, you can. But you've got to remember, you've always got to sell at some point. And again, it depends on what moving averages you use. But personally, I think this works best on the 15-minute time frame, where you can see potential crossover that lags. It gives you that indication that things are going to change, and obviously, it moves up with this as acting as support because it is one of those levels. So I hope that you've enjoyed this video. It's a bit distorted, it's a bit random with how the market has been, and obviously I'm not actually doing the live trades on here because the market is doing something. I don't really want to blow an account or play around with the wrong thing and just literally put a margin trade, because margin trade for me is not really my bag anyways in reality. I'm just trying to explain it as an educational point of view. I prefer the futures. I think it's easier to use in terms of futures markets. it's a lot more clear cut. You got less to play with, you got better leverage, and you can use less equity to allow you to facilitate those trades. But remember, with any sort of risk management, it's the main thing with trading. Risk management is the absolute bread and butter that you need to be aware of. The biggest problem we have is people jump into these margin accounts or try and understand margin trading from just a normal trading point of view, but they blow a bigger account because they think they've got more money. In reality, you should be realistically trading a very, very small amount, but using the margin to try and make up for the amount to make it better on your risk management. So there you go. Video done. Hope you enjoy. Leave a like if you did. I'll see you again very, very soon.